the NFL?
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. They run again on first down, Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's second and 4.
Watson off play action.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here's Watson. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll be brought down around the set.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. The Jets jogging out, and we take a look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The Browns at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Nifty move. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. That is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the... The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. Incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun, here's Watson.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game.
They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Might want to remember that third down play. 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Now Watson going to get this into the hands of Chubb.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 3.
They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice it. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down.
Staying on his feet. And that is incomplete.
With that incomplete.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before. Now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Bawden, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down 20-15. Under a minute 20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Watson to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Watson. Completes to Njoku. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Pass caught. He's got Tillman.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Watson.
And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's an aggressive shot to take. They definitely need a touchdown, but now you paint yourself into a corner because it's 4th down. And if you don't get a conversion here, that could be the end of the comeback.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes second down. Here's Watson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
What a finish in this one, Charles.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Lions and the Cowboys, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin with you on a Saturday night here in Dallas. CD, it's been a wild and unpredictable season. A lot of teams getting ready for the playoffs, jockeying for position, and this, a good one here in the NFC.
A real good one because these two teams, they think big. They think about going on and playing bigger games and also think about these two on Thanksgiving. Both of them hosting, now they're going head-to-head in a matchup that we've been eagerly anticipating.
No. scoreboard 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some space here.
Now he's free up the right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
The Cowboys had 10-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard with...
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. He shakes him off. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Pollard going to try the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards.
Play action now. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A give to Pollard running left.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Prescott now, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 4th down, Prescott.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. 2nd down, Pollard again.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
Running right, it's Pollard. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mike.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they